What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Darth Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. So I'm going to go over 5 stocks to buy in June 2020. These are some of them that I own. These are some that you need to capitalize on. And these are some that I'm going to add in my M1 Finance portfolio, or I may have in my future M1 Finance portfolio videos. So the first one I would like to discuss is in the financial sector. That one is KeyBank. I just sold 4 shares of them because they were so down when the bug or the curve hit, and I basically am now throwing that in my M1 Finance portfolio. So if you search on Google and look at the stock and dividend history of KeyBank, it has done well, but it has not been very impressive against the S&P. But if you look at its dividend history and its dividend percentage, it's not too bad. And since the recession hit in 2009, it's been down. So now's the time to possibly capitalize on KeyBank. KeyBank is going up. I always have the phrase, when you invest in banks, take it to the bank. So that is one that you might want to consider. Second one is Realty Income. Realty Income gives off a monthly dividend. It has increased its dividend for 100 or so times. It has done well. It is down right now because of the S&P, but it is such a strong stock. It's almost like its own mutual fund within rates because it is so strong and so, geez, my hair is like going crazy because it is so strong, and the monthly dividends increase, and that's something you can retire on or just have as a nice passive income in the long run. Geez Louise, my colleague's going crazy. All right, there we go. So no, not really. All right, so the third one is, okay, this is another financial sector stock, Regions Financial. So I own shares in them. They have been down for a long time, but they slowly are increasing their dividend over time. Sure, it hasn't done well against the S&P, but it's so cheap right now that you should probably capitalize on that. I have, when I reveal my E-Trade dividend portfolios, that's one of the stocks that I have capitalized on. The fourth stock that you should really consider is EPR Properties. Now, EPR Properties, it gave off a 6% dividend. Now, it has the word entertainment in it. So that real estate investment trust that gives off a monthly dividend was hit hard because of, the bug, which I can't say, but has done so well that it basically has some serious potential in the long run. It has beaten the S&P. If you look at its history, it has done very well against the S&P. It also, since it's down right now, I know it looks like I'm getting killed right now in my E-Trade dividend portfolio if you watch my videos, but it is such a unique stock that once, there's a recent article that came out with AstraZeneca that they, this is actually today, that they should have everything to go in June, and basically that they, they're going to be rolling. So, the monthly dividends will start flowing. It's now time to capitalize because it's down. So I just named my 4 stocks. My 5th one I'm also going to name is Carnival. So Carnival Cruise, one of the things that is important to understand about stocks, and if you're a business owner, is that they adapt. They learn how to adapt. I mean, I'm a registered nurse that works on floors with the bug, and we've adapted ways by wearing masks, by checking temperatures, and by doing numerous things to make sure that people are not, carriers or anything. So if you notice in the articles in college football, you'll start seeing this in your social media or news feed. These players are signing waivers that, they can't really, my understanding is they can't really sue. They can't do anything if they're in big trouble or if they get sick. You're noticing some athletes starting to get sick, but these are volunteer, these are volunteered workouts, and people have gotten better. The death percentage has gone down compared to before. What we all expected was originally it was 3 to 5%, and now it's it's nearing 0.4%, and it'll probably be to 0.1% because we're testing. So the thing that's really cool is I was reading some articles about Carnival and all these other companies, like Delta, and which is going to be my wild card, which I will discuss in my next comment over this, or my next stock that's my wild card. But it has done a phenomenal job, and the baby boomers, they're going to retire, they're going to have fun. The vaccine can be out by October, according to AstraZeneca, and there's a big arms race between them. Now I'm reading about GlaxoSmithKline, I'm reading about Sanofi's trying to get into it. So they're all trying to get it. They're all trying to get the vaccine, and they have they can have ways to clean rooms and stuff, or clean foyers or areas or balconies by sterilizing. And one of the things they can do are use those robots that zap rooms and stuff and do UV rays. So we're learning more about this bug. Another thing that just came out in the news about dexamethasone, which is a steroid, that this can actually reduce hospital, the infection, with the cytokine storm that they talk about, where your body pretty much shuts down, that it can help, and that can reduce stays. So that's another thing that's very exciting for this, stock. And it's just going to get bigger. Look, I was just out last night. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little slow from partying, but people don't care. I mean, I see people hugging, I saw people kissing, and people are just not going to care. And they will take that risk to go on a cruise line. I can almost guarantee it. And I'm going to give you an example. I mean, Gen X, my buddy, he's a Michigan fan. If you had an opportunity to go to an Ohio State Michigan game at a discount, and there was a risk of getting COVID, maybe a certain percentage if you wore a mask, I'm going to be honest with you. If I had tickets at the 50-yard line, I'm going to be there. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to go to a game this year because of graduate school, but I'd still go. I mean, people are still going to go and take the risk. So I'm going to be honest with you. I know, they have to be very careful, the CDC guidelines and stuff, but people are still going to go, and they're still going to go to entertainment. They're going to go to things that EPR owns. Like EPR is a very diverse real estate investment trust. And here's the other thing. I'm going to go over Delta Airlines. So airlines are going to be back, and they're going to be back with a vengeance. And Boeing is down. If you look at Boeing's going to be right back up. So don't worry about Boeing being really in bad shape. Delta Airlines gives off a great dividend. It is people will still fly even though they know there's a risk. You sign a waiver, or you pay for a ticket to go in a stadium, or you pay for a ticket to go on a cruise line, or book your cruise line. People are still going to go even though that there's a risk. I'm telling you, look at people outside at the bars and stuff. So that's really the difference between and the thing is with gyms. I mean, I work out. I didn't work out today, but you're going to do whatever you can to keep the gym open. If you respect the owner of the gym, and you're supposed to wipe off equipment, or not take a shower, or make sure that you're 6 feet away, you'll do whatever you can to keep it open. And people will do whatever they can to keep the cruise lines open and make sure that they're not booked. They'll make sure everything's sterile. They'll make sure that everything's clean. So that's basically my quick lecture on stocks to buy in June. I own these stocks. Some very good stocks out there. I saw an article on Motley Fool also with consumer stocks, McCormick's, MCCORMICK. You go that in the store, you will find that's a very good dividend stock. It's way up there. So, I mean, once I start making a little bit more money on M1 Finance, I'll probably start adding McCormick. Another one is B&G Foods. I own that on my E-Trade dividend portfolio. And I also own, let's just say a consumer product, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is down right now. As you notice, I'm wearing red for Coca-Cola. But that's the important thing with dividend investing is understand and capitalize because they're down. You don't have to challenge a market and stock trade and do this and that. These are what dividend stocks are about. They're about, growing over time. That's the nice thing about being a dividend investor is just discipline. It comes down to discipline. It comes down to being, focused, understanding how to read graphs. It's very basic. If you put the time in and the effort, I'm going to be honest with you guys, you are going to grow your dividend portfolio. And don't try to gunsling in this and that. Make sure you live below your means. I can't really say that because I wasn't really a good example. I went out partying, but last night. But make sure that you look at those stocks, compare them against the S&P. Look at those websites that I have on my that I do reviews on websites, Motley Fool, and other sites, Zacks. So just look at my videos, my previous videos that I have on that. So thank you again for watching. You guys asked me what stocks to buy, what stocks we should get in June. I gave you my answer. I'm really looking forward. Now look at KeyBank's real quick. Look at KeyBank's dividend history. They give off a pretty nice dividend. So that's one to just look into. They're pretty sharp, and their dividend history is not too bad. It's going up. So that's what you always want to see, increasing dividends too, and it's consistent. So look into that one. My next M1 Finance video, I can almost guarantee KeyBank is going to be on there. So thank you again for watching this video. And I'm probably going to have a hair of the dog and maybe a few more drinks out with friends, but then need to slow down. So thank you again and have a good one.